Everyone's got an excuse. What's yours?
How you doing, YouTube? This is Will from Will Development. This is my 19th weekly update, coming up on number 20, which is not divisible by 4. Yes, it is. That's 5. 5 months. Wow, that was embarrassing. I would start again if I actually gave a shit. But people knowing that at the end of the long day, I am terrible at math. I should do something special for the number 20. I won't, but I should. So I'm going to just jump right into it. So the weight average is at 204 this week. And my weight really fluctuated this week. I mean, at one point I was actually weighing 209 or 208 and on some nights. And I don't know what the hell happened. I'll admit it, I did add some beef. I replaced beef with, or chicken with beef on one of my nights, one of my days when I was going through my meals, but I didn't think it would cause that much. Maybe it just caused water retention, something along those lines. I'm not sure. But my cardio's at 8 minutes this week. I'm going to jump it up to 9 next. Like I said, I'm going to stagnate at 10. And then I'm going to work my way up to the highest resistance on the machine and stay at 10, that sort of thing. Right now I'm using 10 in the resistance thing. Which is just wreaking havoc on my legs, which are getting bigger, by the way. Which is exciting. Once I finally lose the extra poundage I have lying around, I'll finally able to see how cut my legs really are. But that remains to literally be seen right now. Workouts were good this week. I actually need to hit my second arm day workout, which involves working my forearms, which my forearms are pretty good, if I do say so myself. You know, when I sit there like that, they're pretty cut, which I like, but they could always be bigger and stronger, that sort of thing. I'm a big proponent of having a strong grip. I believe in it, like, wholeheartedly. Things I believe in is like strong grip and strong back. Probably comes from like years of working and growing up on what would be farmland, basically. But I didn't do like farm work. We didn't grow crops and stuff like that. But I always tell people, I'm like, yeah, I'm basically a farm boy because I have a really strong back and really strong hands, that sort of thing. But my father was a mechanic and stuff like that, so I was always working on cars and things like that, which involves a lot of, when you're that small, like bending and picking things up, and did a lot of shoveling and carpentry and all that good shit when I was a kid growing up, and I think that attributed to my stronger back. Plus, when I first started working out, I realized I liked training my back because it was stronger, so I naturally just kind of gravitated to it. Or, you know, I do pull-ups and stuff. I gotta figure out a way. I think I'm gonna buy a new rack, honestly. I've got this one, which is, you know, just a basic rack, but I want a cage with a pull-up bar so I can start training pull-ups again, because I think they are one of the most effective exercises for training your back muscles. You know, everything from your rear delts to your lats to even your traps to an extent. I feel it's one of the best exercises, period. You know, pull-ups, chin-ups, that sort of thing. I believe a lot in a lot of body weight things. You know, dips I think are some of the best. You want to know how I got my arms, my triceps the way they are? It's from doing dips so much over my life. That's what gave me the traps I have. That genetics, obviously, but I attribute it to dips. Same thing with my back. I attribute to doing a lot of pull-ups back when I did a lot more body weight training and stuff like that. And I know that as I progress in life and my training and weights and stuff, even when I can do, you know, a lat pull down with a lot more weight than I weigh, which I can now technically. Let me get into that in just a sec. But I know when I'm doing, you know, 300 pounds and crazy numbers like that, I'll still do pull-ups, you know, for like reps, because I believe they build great density and stuff like that. And what I was saying is, like, even if you're pulling 300 on the cable, that's not, you know, necessarily the weight that's actually at your hands. I want to buy one of those tension scales and find out how many foot-pounds is actually on the handle when I have 300 pounds on there. Because I'm thinking it would vary by machine, Because, I mean, the distance between the two pulleys is going to be different on a lot of different machines. But still, I mean, how is it that I can put a D handle, you know, the double handle, on the bottom one, and do a row for, you know, 300 something pounds for reps, but then if I put a bar on the floor with 80 pounds on it and lay down on an incline bench, basically the same angle I'm going at it, and the same muscles are being recruited because I've taken the bending of my body out of the equation. It's just, you know, I'm pulling like this with a slight incline backwards, you know, just lay me down. It's the only difference, you know. How come when I put 80 pounds on a barbell, I feel like I'm going to die after like 5 reps, you know? It's just funny how different muscles are recruited just based on angles and things like that. Which really doesn't bring me to much. My body fat, it's fun. I was 18% 2 of the mornings that I pinched myself. So that's exciting to have gone down 2 points. But the little thing only goes 2 points, 2% at a time, so it's a little skew, you know what I mean? There's really not much else to say. Really, it's been a good week workout-wise. It's been a good week meal-wise. I have cheated like a son of a bitch today. I'll be straight up honest. I had a burger with Swiss cheese, no mayonnaise. So I had a little bit of mayonnaise. Fuck, I can't even. And for lunch, I decided to treat myself today. Instead of bringing my meals, I just had a heavier breakfast, more carbs in my breakfast, and I went and got a sub for lunch too, but I got like double meat on it and stuff, so it kind of balanced out the carb to protein ratio. That's how I justified it in my head. But this weekend I'm gonna do fasting on Saturday. And fasting doesn't mean I don't fucking eat. Well, that's actually what fasting means, but calm down, okay? Fasting for me means I don't eat until a certain point in the day, and I keep my caloric intake really low. I mean like 1,000. Especially tomorrow, I'm working an event, Ignition 2, with my artist, friend of mine. I'm working that event with him, so I'll be moving, but I won't be doing a lot. I'll be sure to bring my water along and make sure I get enough water in me and stuff like that. And then Sunday, I know I won't be doing much at all, so I'll probably do the same thing again, just fast for a while, and then get my calories just in one shot, which, you know, yeah, it's not the healthiest thing for you, but it is what it is. I am also going to share a link. There's a website I talk about a bunch. It's called examine.com, and they're .com, but they're basically the Wikipedia of supplements, and not in that they have an encyclopedia of every supplement ever made. It's not like that. Honestly, they're missing quite a few that I've tried to look up in the past, and I've kind of been disappointed. I've had to figure out the other name for it, you know. It's just, oh, they call St. John's wort this other thing sometimes. Search it by that. Oh, there it is. You know, that sort of thing. But I call them Wikipedia because they are .com, but their information is totally free and unbiased. They're .com simply because they're trying to sell you a PDF all the time, which you don't even have to buy, by the way, to use their website. But they try to sell you a PDF that updates automatically according to their new findings and stuff. The reason I say they're like Wikipedia is because they have a panel of like doctors and stuff. This isn't the Wikipedia part. And they'll tell you, you know, this supplement's useless, this one's good, this one's safe, this one's not. And they tell you this stuff, right? Which, you know, every supplement company tells you their supplement's safe and useful, right? But then they actually show you the studies that they cited them by. And they'll tell you, you know, we didn't feel this one was accurate because of this reason. You know, there's also a high chance that this was tampered with because it was, you know, done by the company trying to push the supplement. So sent me an email, because I'm on their email list. They sent me an email about how dietary cleanses are basically bullshit. And I'm going to do a video next week where I talk about how they are just basically horse shit. But I was so glad to finally see one of the refutable sources that I believe in basically back me up and actually show research that proves they're like complete bullshit, because to an extent they are. But you'll see more about that in my video next week when I talk about it. And I'll put the link to that article in that video. So to see it, to make sure you see it, you're going to have to subscribe to my channel. Or if you don't feel like doing that, or you don't want to, then you can just go give me a like on Facebook at facebook.com/realdevelopment. You can comment and like this video or dislike it. Just give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Follow me on Instagram at @WheelDevelopment. I post pictures pretty much every weeknight. I'll probably put up some on the weekend too, because I'll be at that Ignition thing. And it's going to be a fun event for like artists and stuff. Everybody knows I'm into cosplay and comic books and shit like that. I'm like the ripped nerd sort of thing, just, you know, not totally ripped yet. Twitter at WillDevelopMNT. And Twitter I basically just use as like another plug for my YouTube and my Facebook stuff. I'll be honest, my YouTube and my Instagram stuff. That's all it's there for. I don't really go on there. I mean, I follow some people. My Twitter is actually linked to like my personal stuff too. So like, it's by no means like professional or whatever you want to call it. And that's about it. Yeah, that's it. You know, until next time, what's your excuse?